Hello and welcome back. Episode 199, almost hit the 200s. Today we're going to make a moving platform again, but we're going to be using books to control it. Now this comes from a comment in my last video by E.g, which he came up with a very cool way of moving the platforms around. His version is in 1.20. You need item displays. Now I've changed it. Well, if you're interested in the 1.20 version or the item display version, go back to episode 198 and have a look at the pinned comment, and that will show you how to do it. I'm going to change it slightly, and we're going to use armor stands so we can still do it in 1.19. So you get a choice there. You can use either. And we don't need a setup. We don't need any scoreboards or anything. But we do need to give ourselves a book. Well, we don't need to give ourselves a book, but it's going to be much easier than writing a book each time. So let's sort this out. Give the nearest player, it's called a written book, isn't it? Yes, a written book. And we'll give it a title. And we'll call it directions, because it's going to be controlling the directions that the moving platform is going to go in. We'll give it an author. And I think it's fair for this that we'll say the author is E.g, since he came up with this system. And then we're going to set some information in the pages. Pages, so we have a list of pages. Yoink, there's our list. And then in each one we'll have, so we've got a apostrophe, speech marks, apostrophe. That's page 1. Page 2. Page 3, page 4. So yeah, apostrophe, speech marks, apostrophe. And then in there is going to be the text that's going to be on the page. So we'll say south. And let's say which direction that's going as well. So that's plus, south is plus Z. And then we will have west. West is minus X. They do have to be in this order. Okay, they do have to be in this order, and you'll see why later. Minus Z would be north then, and plus X would be east. Okay, so that should give us a book. Let's have a look. There's our book. Nice. Directions. Yeah. Author E.g. Yeah. And we've just got plus Z south. Cool. Okay, what we're going to be doing is the platform is going to look at this book and see what page it's on, and it's going to give the answer 0 for page 1, 1 for page 2, 2 for page 3, and 3 for page 4. And we're going to times that by 90 to get the rotation that the armor stand should face and which direction it should then go, which is why they need to be in that exact order. So we've got our book. Now let's summon our platform. Let's make a way to kill the platform. Now we can teleport it down into the ground and stuff like we did in the last one. For this version, since we're just doing a little bit of testing really, and you've already seen how to do that, we will literally just kill all entities with the tag platform. We'll just keep it quick and simple. Now we need to summon the platform. This is the long command. Again, link in the description. Create the platform. Okay, so it's going to be summon armor stand. Well, let's spell it right. Armor stand. I will summon it in the direction I'm looking now. Let's say, let's give ourselves a bit of space. And I want it to be up in the air a bit as well, because I want to be able to fit a lectern underneath it. So let's say 58. Okay, and let's give it a load of information. Tags. What did we call it? We called it platform last time. We'll stick to the same name. Keep it simple. It was a marker. True. We won't make it invisible yet, but we'll put the invisible in there. Invisible. And we need the passengers, which is a list, square brackets, first passenger, second passenger. First passenger is a Minecraft shulker. And that shulker will have NoAI, true, and it will be silent, true. Okay, what's our mistake? No comma, very naughty. Silent, true, and we'll take away its gravity as well. NoGravity, true, and I want to give it some tags. Okay, that should be a colon, not a semicolon. Same tag, platform, and we want it to be invisible and not drop anything. So DeathLootTable is going to be empty, and let's make it invisible. So it needs an ActiveEffects. ActiveEffects is a list. We're going to have one active effect. It will be ID 14, which is invisible. Amplifier will be 1 will do, doesn't matter. You're either invisible or you're not. Duration, we don't have infinity, so we're just going to go with a high number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And I don't want to be seeing any particles. ShowParticles false. Okay, that's our first passenger. Into our second passenger, ID. And this is the one where we say what it looks like. So we're going to use falling block. The falling block will have no gravity. We need to give it a time, otherwise it dies instantly. Time minus, let's go for a big number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that'll do. It's going to be a long time. I don't want it to drop its item. And we need a block state, because what's it going to look like? Block state needs a name. And what should we do? We'll do the usual Minecraft light grey wool. Okay, and we want to give it a tag as well. So after block state, so make sure this curly bracket here is closed. So we've got block state, open curly bracket, close curly bracket. So it's going in there. Tags, platform. Wonderful. Okay, let's say done on that. And let's give it a little bit of a check. There it is. It's fallen on the floor, so we've got something wrong. Who fell? The armor stand looked like he fell. Everyone else seemed down fine. Okay, home. Well, that's strange. Aha! So, marker. There we go. Marker is what's making it invulnerable and taking away its gravity. And because we've misspelt it, neither of those were taking effect. There we go. So, there's our armor stand. We've summoned him. He's facing that way, probably. And he's up there. Cool. We're going to want a lectern. Now, the idea will be you put the lecterns under the ground. So, you'd have the lecterns on this level. And then you'd have... There we go. So, the player won't see them. And you'd probably want this to be a bit higher, unless player dies when they touch grey wool, maybe. In which case this would be fine. So, we've just got one gap there. So he is, what? -2. Over here, -1, -2. That's where we're going to be checking for the book. So, which way is he going to go? I don't know. Let's start making a controller. Now, all we're going to do is we're always going to teleport the armor stand forwards. That is what's going to happen with this controller. That is clearly not what I wanted. Thank you very much. Sign. Controller. Yeah, so the armor stand is only going to teleport it, the controller is only going to teleport him forwards, and it's going to look for books in the ground. And when it sees a book, it's going to change the way it's facing, and he's going to keep teleporting forwards. So let's do the teleporting forwards bit first. So if we execute as any entity, type equals armor stand tag equals platform. There we go. At itself, run TP yourself. I believe that's not left and right, not up and down, forward. And we'll go forward 0.1. So he should just start sliding forwards. There we go. See you later. Right, he's off. He's just going to slide forwards forever. Okay. Let's just remove him. That's probably the easiest way. Remove him. Let's get another one back. So let's put a lectern in his path. Let's say here. This will do. So we want him to check this lectern. So if he gets in front, he goes, oh, I've seen a lectern. I'm going to read the book. So let's put a book on there. And the book will tell him which way to go. So let's just start with backwards and forwards. So positive Z is south, I believe. We are facing south towards positive Z. Yeah. So if he sees this book, we want him to come back north. So we just change the book page to north. Okay, done. And now he's going to turn around. He's going to be going this way. And if he sees this book, we want him to go south, which we're already facing. Okay, cool. And we're also going to want to align him to the center of the block as well, because we don't want him drifting off like sort of down the middle, down the halfway. That just looks nasty. So we're going to need 2 extra blocks. And this first command here, the teleport command, we are going to cut that, take that out, and it's going to go into the last block. That's going to be the last thing that we do. First, we want to align him. So if he's here and he looks and he goes, I can see a lectern, we want to center him on this block. So let's do that first. Now I think we could probably copy all this at S stuff, home, copy that. Now, so execute as any entity, his type is an armor stand, tags platform, at S, and now we need positioned. Positioned, we use the carrots, and we want to go down, and my lectern is 2 blocks beneath. So let's do -2. Remember, it's 2 blocks beneath. You can have yours right down at the bottom of the world if you wanted. You could say -100 and put them right down at the bottom of the world. Encase them in bedrock, no one could ever see them. Up to you. And we're also going to want to checking just a little bit in front of where we're going. So we're going to say 0.51, so just over half a block. Such a small little gap that people won't notice that 0.01. So we're looking there. If block at that location is a lectern, so we're going forwards, we're positioning beneath him using the -2 with the carrots. If we find a lectern, we're going to move the position back up, positioned. So we want 2 this time, so we're jumping back up to -0.51. Align X, Y, Z, run TP yourself. So that's the armor stand still. He's still the target. We've moved the positioning around, but we haven't changed the target. And we'll center it. So 0.5 or just 0.5 will do. Done. So he should, when he sees that, he should center himself on it. Now, I don't know if we'd notice anything if we did it now. Yeah, he's stopped. Okay. He stopped, and is he centered? Yeah, he looks good. Okay, hasn't really changed much. Let's do some other stuff. Let's turn that back off. Let's remove you. Oh. Oh, I placed a block. Because I placed a block underneath that, the falling block said, oh, I'm touching a block. I can turn into a real block. That's why that happened. Let's create a new one. Okay, next we want to read what this page says. So we're going to be doing a lot of the same stuff as this one. So let's go home, start at the beginning. Execute type understand tag as platform at itself. We will move the positioning down to check if there's a block there. And if that block is a lectern, we will move the positioning back up. Now this time, we're not going to move the positioning back up. We're going to stay where the lectern is. So we'll copy all of this. So home. Execute as the armor stand, at the armor stand. Move the execution position down and forward a little bit. If you find a lectern there, then we will store a result in an entity, and the entity will store it in is the armor stand, which we targeted. We'll store it into his rotation array, the first value. It is a float, and we will times it by 90. So that's that page. If we're on page 0, page 1. So if we're on page 0, 0 times 90, we'll put 0 in there. If we're on page 1, we'll put 90. If we're on page 2, we'll put 180. And what are we going to put in there? Run data get from a block at the location we've moved to. And remember, we moved the position down to where the lectern is. And we're going to grab its page number. Okay, let's try that. I never expect things to work first time. Might look good. There we go. So this is such a cool system that Gauss-Ergi designed. I really do like it. At the moment, I've only played around to make it on 2 axis. We'll extend it in a minute. We'll go round in circles. So he's getting here. He's looking in front, and he's going, I found a lectern. He goes, all right, since I found a lectern, I will look at the page. Oh, I'm on page 3. Okay, 3 times 90 is 270. I must face 270, and he gets teleported forwards. And this one says, oh, I'm on page 0. 0 times 90 is 0. I will go back to 0. And I like the way we actually see him turning around. That's why I left the armor stand visible for now, so we could see that he is actually just changing his rotation. Sometimes he doesn't really fully visually update, but we know he is actually, because he's going in the right direction. Okay, let's change the pages. So if that's east, I believe. Yeah, positive X is east. So let's go. I'm going to go west. So he's going to go here. Now he's going to turn this way. Let's put another lectern there. And then we'll go north. So he's going to go here. He's going to come along here. Put that quite far away, didn't I? Then he's going to go north. And we want him to see that one. So here, is that right? There we go. East. Done. And this one now needs to be moved across one. And you're going to go south again. So let's see what he's doing. He's going da 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 da. Oh, I found a lectern. Oh, I should go west. I'm going west. I found a lectern. I should go north. I'm going north. I found a lectern. I should go east. And so on. Turn it on. Oh, we've left him going that way. Sorry. You'll have to die. Great platform. Off he goes. Yep, looks good. Cool. Nice and easy to control this one is. Very, and easy to come and see down here as well and just go, oh, he's going to go north from here. So he's going to go round forever. Nice. What about, we want to summon him. So when I'm summoning him now, he's always starting going that direction. Well, we can create the platform. And here, what we could do is we could create him with a rotation. So it's defaulting to 0 at the moment since we're not specifying one. So effectively, not saying rotation is the same as doing that. So we could say 180. And in this scenario, I'm imagining, there he goes. He's just going to go off in that direction. Home, we could change that to 90. Oh, now he's going over there. Are you going to see that one? Probably miss it. There you go. Bye. Okay. So we can change his rotation when we summon him as well. Back to home. Change that back to 0 because that's what I need at the moment. Right. Another good thing about this is we can change its speed very easily. Just change this 0.1. Change it to 0.5. There he goes. And it's not going to break at 0.5. And I doubt you'll want to go much faster than that. And I think we can go up to about 0.8, to be honest. Why you would want that? Oh, 0.8 was too much, maybe. Yeah. Oh, he did too. He did too. Okay, let's try 0.7. Can you handle 0.7? No, 0.7 too fast. To be honest, it's too fast for a player to go on anyway. So why would you want him spinning around at that speed? Ooh, there we go. That looks safe. Looks like it can handle 0.6. I mean, if as a player, I wouldn't want to try and jump on that. That would be my limit. And it looks a little bit glitchy going at that sort of speed. But you've got from that speed all the way down to, well, as slow as you want, I suppose. I don't think we want to wait for this. Oh, that's too small. Too small, doesn't even move. Is it moving? It is moving. It is, yeah, it is just moving. Let's line up. Oh, might as well not be moving though. Let's do 0.01. Yeah, so you've got a nice range of speeds there, and it's going to hold it. Let's find a reasonable 0.2. Yeah, that's not too bad. I can cope with that. Wouldn't be nice to do for a long time. So there we go. We can change the speed. It's very easy to look at what's happening down here because we can just look, and the book literally tells us in English which direction the platform is going to go. Nice and adaptable. Okay, we only do 2 axis though, because what's happening is if we set up here, he will go up and the armor stands will no longer be 2 blocks beneath him. So you probably could maybe set an actual hard-coded level. Always check level 0, just right down in the ground or something. We might play with that at another time. For this, though, we're done. We're done with this one. Nice alternate method of moving platforms. Very easy to understand visually for people because you've literally written in English. And you've got much better speed control. You're using less command blocks. All in all, it's a better system. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.